Now, when I was playing with a similar project a few months ago, I was not sure what type of rich text editor to use. There's an old editor called CK Editor. There's a couple of others, and when I tried to use CK Editor, there was some issues with API keys and couldn't get it working right. And then finally, AI recommended something to me called Quill.js, which I had never heard of, but it actually looked like it was pretty good. It supports all the typical fonts, bold, italic, underline. You could upload images, hyperlinks. It looked pretty good, and the AI was able to get it to work. I'm not going to ask for Quill. I'm curious what this AI tells me to use. So let's see. Right, I'm saying I would like to add the ability to create rich text articles in the admin. Each category should have its own list of articles. I'll leave it at that and see what it could come up with. Right now, when you go to the admin, you have categories, articles, 0, and there's really no way to create anything. I could edit and delete the category itself, but I can't make an article. So let's see what it comes up with. So it's going to use TinyMCE. I think we had some issues with this one using Cursor a while ago. Let's see if it works. Cascade cannot edit files that do not exist. That's interesting. So it's creating articles.html. Okay, so maybe that will be an admin page in here. I think this is going to time out again. Oh, maybe not. Okay, that's a big one. 205 lines. Importing the admin base HTML. Looks like this is the editor here, importing this JavaScript file. Typical markup, a modal, edit modal, and inline scripts, which we don't like. No. And articles.js. Okay, we have an articles.js, but it also left me with inline script, which I don't like. I'm going to say the articles.html file, inline JavaScript, please move it. Okay, it tells me to hit enter again to interrupt what it's doing. I guess I'll do that. it says it's going to move all the JavaScript to this articles.js file. Okay, it removed all those lines, and now it's going to call the articles.js file. I don't know if it actually moved all that code into here, though. Hopefully. I'll keep these changes. Now it wants to update the admin routes. I didn't see it making any changes to the categories page, though. I assumed there'd be some way to add articles from here. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, that's a big one. 145 new lines, remove 50 lines. Got some new imports. Okay. I don't know why it's making changes to the session variables. Again, I didn't ask for any of this. If this was existing code that was working, this kind of stuff would concern me. In the articles I had written, I was not comfortable with some of the changes I was seeing, so I had asked it to create some Playwright end-to-end tests just to make sure that after these major changes, I had basic functionality, and that kind of went off the rails too. This kind of stuff concerns me, that there's no need to change this, but I'll go with it. It's also changing. Okay, so at least it did that right. It changed from session admin to session admin logged in. Then when you log out, it's setting that to none. So at least it did that. I don't know why it's doing that, but whatever. I don't know why this would change. Another weird change here. There's a bunch of things. I'm not sure why it's changing. Here's the route for articles, though. Sanitizing input. This has to do, I guess, with the article body. Okay. Sure. Deleting all of this under reorder categories. I don't know why. And it's going to log these changes. Again, though, I did not see it change this categories page, so I'm not sure where it's going to link to allow me to create new articles. But let's go with it and see what we have. Going back to the admin homepage. Oh, it wants me to log in. That's because the session variable changed for some reason. Okay, manage articles. That's new. But can I do it from here? No. I'd like to do it from here, but we can get to that later. Manage articles. See? As predicted, valid API key is required. Don't have an API key. I don't want an API key, so I'm going to complain about this API error. Let's see, if I add an article, what do I get? Okay, I can choose the category. Looks like it's sorted alphabetically. That's cool. And I cannot type in here because I don't have a valid API key. Okay, I'd like to copy and paste this error, but I can't highlight it. That's annoying. Okay, but I'll just go back to Windsurf and tell it I'm getting an error. Okay, it's telling me we're going to use a self-hosted version, which does not require an API key. So it's editing base HTML. Don't know why we're making these changes again. Okay, sure. Now updating the articles JS to initialize TinyMCE without requiring an API key. This looks like all maybe TinyMCE Ajax code. I didn't see it download any TinyMCE libraries locally though, so I don't expect this to work. And it edited the changes.log file again. Sure. So this had added the self-hosted script to the admin base template. So somewhere in here lies TinyMCE. But I don't see it. Okay, let's go to the admin, see what happens. I go to the articles page. Well, the error is gone, that's good. Add article. Hey, I can type in here. Okay, I'll make this bold. Make it red. That looks terrible. Let's see what happens. Failed to add article, unknown error. Anything in the console? Yep. No problem with this bleach library. So I will highlight this and chat and see what it makes of this. It's fixing the bleach configuration since it seems the styles parameter is not supported. Let me update the sanitization code. Okay, so it looks like it added some stuff to this sanitize input. Looks like it has to explicitly pass certain tags in. Okay. And we're back to changes to the changes.log file. Interestingly, it was not making any changes to this when we were trying to get Japanese support, so kind of flaky. Okay, it says try again. Let's see. Hey, looks like that worked. Okay, so I was able to add hello. Can't view it. I can edit it. And if I edit it, it looks like I kept the bold, but I lost the red background. So when I was playing with this last time, you basically had to go feature by feature and test it all. Most of it does not work, and it's very tedious. But let's see if I could do something basic here. I just want to center this, make that yellow. Oh, that's annoying. That's a weird UI quirk. Try again. Center, yellow, submit. If I edit this, nope, see? I kept the bold, I lost the color, and I lost the centering. Just curious, if I go back to the home page and go back to this category API documentation, browse articles, no, it does not even pick up the article that's in there. API documentation. Oh, there it is. Okay, I might have been clicking on the wrong thing. Browse articles. Oh, there's something else that's breaking. Note the URL here is category 6. If I go back here and click on this box, category 4. So I think the order of these seems to be changing. Browse articles, category 4, category 3. But that's not what I'm clicking on. So this says API documentation, but I'm actually clicking on test 1. So these numbers are all broken. Maybe it breaks when I change the sort order. That's my guess. Now I click this, nothing loads at all. Oh, there's this article again. Hello. If I click on this, again, I lost my coloring. I lost my center align. So I think we have a bunch of problems here. If I go to the home page, when I click on here, see, it's going to category 4, best practices, but I'm clicking on getting started. So the order here is all wrong. I don't know why. And in the admin panel, my formatting is breaking. So we're starting to spiral now. I have multiple bugs. Not sure which one to attack first. I guess we should continue on with categories. We'll start there because you have to make sure that that's working properly. Okay, now that I have the DevTools open, you can see here, this is category 3 for both. No, that's, wow. As I move my cursor, that's interesting. Category 4, 2, 6, 3. So just moving my cursor is changing this URL. I have no idea how that's happening or why. But I expect to see this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but that's not what I'm getting. So I'm not even sure how to put that into words to tell the AI how to fix it, but I'm going to attempt. No, that's not correct neither. If I mouse over, now this is very vague because I can't even clearly explain what I think I'm seeing. So I'm just saying from the home page, if I mouse over the category names, the URL is not what I expect it to be. Yeah, see that's too vague. Well, we'll see how it fixes it, but that's a terrible direction. Let's see what it comes up with. Well, it says it's fixing something, but I'm not quite sure what. So previously it was passing a category ID, now it's passing ID. Okay. I don't actually think that fixed anything, but again, my description was not good, so I'm going to have to gather my thoughts and figure out exactly what's going on. And now, cannot build URL, so I have to pass this into the chat. I think what it had before was correct, but again, I'm not explaining the issue correctly because I'm not quite sure how to word what I'm seeing. Okay, so it acknowledged that it made a mistake. Okay, and we're going back to what we had before. And it really loves this changes.log. Says the category link should now work correctly. Let me open the dev tools again. Yes, I'm using Edge. Don't ask. I'm kind of stumped here how to even describe this. So even when I'm anywhere on the page, notice the icon is a pointer. And everywhere I move, the URL keeps changing. And it shouldn't. It should only change when I am hovering over one of these cards. Also odd, these three items on the bottom, when I mouse over, I get the shadow, but not up here. So something is very broken with the linking on this home page. I think that's great neither, but I say something seems broken with the links on the homepage URL. As I move the cursor around, I see the URL changes to /category number in brackets. This should only happen when I mouse over one of the category cards. Please fix. It says it's likely caused by the stretched link class in Bootstrap, which makes the entire card clickable. Okay, I have not used stretch link. Here's this stupid box again that's in my way. But it looks like we're getting rid of the stretch link class and changing it to a button-link class. So I will accept that. And I added 50 lines to styles.css. Sure. And of course, made additions to the change.log. It says now the URL should only change when you hover over the Browse Articles button, not the entire card. The interaction should be more intuitive and accessible. Let me know if you need any adjustments. So let's go back here. Okay, so we're getting a proper pointer up here. That's good. If I roll over the cards, I'm getting the shadows. Very good. And Browse Articles, note the URL, category 1. Category 5, 2, 3, 6, 4. Okay, actually I think that fixed it. Nice. Okay, so this should be category 3, just to confirm this in the admin. Actually, no. Maybe my order is wrong. Getting started is 1, English is 2. Well, me changing the order before, I think is confusing the matters. I assume in the database there's going to be a field for order. Let's see if I could find this. Okay, okay, so there's a numeric ID and then an order ID, and API documentation is indeed 3, and that's where I ended up putting that first article, so I guess we're good. Okay, so browse articles again. Click on the actual article name, okay, and now the red text is there. Interesting. It's only there. Okay. My default highlight color is red. That's why it turns red, but that's not what I did in the admin. Okay, so let me go back to the dashboard again. Manage articles. Just gonna make a new article just for fun. Call it 111. I'm going to italicize this, and I want to center it. Okay, the article appears. I click on it. It is italicized, but not centered. So this is what I was saying before, that you really have to go into these editors and test feature by feature. Very tedious. A tough one is probably going to be adding an image. Okay, let's see if it actually supports adding an image. Insert image. Okay, I can't upload one. It needs a source, but I cannot type in here. That sucks. I was hoping I could upload an image, but I don't see any way to do that. And these fields are all grayed out. Maybe a remnant of not having an API key, I'm not sure. Nope, I see no way of uploading an image, which is very weak. So I'm going to go back to Windsurf and ask for that feature. I'm asking it to, if it's able to enable that feature. Let's see. Okay, it says it's going to add image upload support, and it's going to modify admin.py to handle image uploads. Good luck. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, allowed extensions, static uploads folder, that looks right. I'm familiar with this library to make sure that the file name doesn't have any weird characters, and you can't pass in this .. stuff, so that's good. And here's the route for upload. Okay, all looks reasonable. Looks like I'm bumping into some API limits here. Articles.js, sure. Here's that weird error again. Will not create files that already exist. Not sure what that is. Git ignore. What did it add to this? Okay, that's smart. It added the static, the contents of the static uploads file. That's good. Changes log again. Very good. Okay, you should now see an image button in the tiny MCE toolbar. You can click the image button, choose upload, select an image, but it says not enough premium user prompt credits. Purchase more or switch to Cascade base model. Well, let's see how far we got before I have to actually pay for anything. Do I have anything new to add an image? What was that? Insert edit media. Insert edit image. But upload. Look at that. Maybe that was there before and I missed it. I don't know. Let me try to upload an image. Do the AC/DC logo. Why not? No? Cool. Well, did that actually work? Let's see. Okay, it's there if I try to edit it. And it's here if I try to view it. I'm impressed. I didn't think that would work in one shot. So we have the very basics working. There was some stuff, though, that seemed to be disabled, though. Yeah, I can't type in these fields. I wonder if this was here before and I totally missed it. Maybe it was. But I can't type in these fields for some reason. And this toolbar is always in my way. Okay, so I'm going to pause here. I think made some decent progress. The next time around, I'm going to try a couple more of these features and try to figure out why I seem to be losing some formatting. But I think we're in a decent place. I have to figure out. I guess I'll have to purchase some credits, and I will check in this code. Oh, I don't like this branch name here. I don't think I did that checkout correctly before, but let me add all of these. This seems to be working.